Seen that shit.
Now, before I do get into the video, I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, Jerome Young. Now, if you guys want a new job and a higher salary, go check out his free webinar, Simple Steps to Get a High Paying Job Fast, at www.mh.attractjobsnow.com. And I really think this could help a lot of you guys out. Now, the webinar is taught by job search expert Jerome Young, and he's been featured on Forbes.com, MSNBC.com, Fox News, Good Day, and other media outlets. And he specializes in helping people get job interviews and job offers fast without applying to jobs online. And people who have worked with Jerome get an average salary increase of 30%. So this week, he's offering this valuable webinar free. So I'd highly recommend you guys go check it out. And all links will be in the description box below to register. So once again, go check it out. But with that out of the way, let's hop right into this video. So the 2019 NBA draft is finally over, and what an entertaining night it was. But just for 1 second, what in the world is Phoenix doing? Like, what type of drugs is their front office on? Yo, like, I'm being so serious. At this point, it's like they're deliberately trying to suck. Actually, you know what? Hold up. Let me search up who they GM is real quick. Phoenix Suns general manager. Right. Whoa, wait. Hold up. James Jones? The GOAT himself? Nah, hold up. This can't be true. Oh, that makes more sense. Alright, but back to what I was trying to say. Now, of course, the beginning of the draft went as planned, or as thought. Zion went number 1 to the Pelicans, Ja Morant went number 2 to the Pelicans, and the Knicks drafted RJ Barrett with the 3rd overall pick, and the Lakers drafted DeAndre Hunter, who they'll end up trading to the New Orleans Pelicans, and the Cavaliers drafted Darius Garland. So, like I just said, up to about maybe the 10th pick, everything was going as planned. But after that, that's when we saw some questionable moves by teams and some incredible talents being passed on. For example, when the Phoenix Suns traded away Jarrett Culver for Cameron Johnson. And once again, we saw some top prospects getting picked far late than we expected. But in today's video, I'm not going to be talking about the winners or the losers of the 2019 NBA draft, but instead, I'm going to be talking about 3 high NBA draft prospects who ended up being picked far late than we expected, and why. But before I go any further, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and click on the bell to stay notified when I post a brand new video. But enough said, let's hop right into it. So coming at number 1, of course, the biggest story of the night is Bobo. Now, prior to the NBA draft, a lot of scouts in mock drafts had him going anywhere from just outside the lottery to late in the first round of the 2019 NBA draft. But that was because of a foot injury that limited his college career to just 9 games. But in those 9 games that he did play, he showed a lot of talent, averaging 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist, while also shooting 56% from the field and 52% from the 3. And not to mention, defensively, the guy was a beast, averaging almost 3 blocks a game. Now, I know that the sample size was small, but the things he was able to do at his height was just incredible. At 7'3", is a slim, sharp shooting center who can handle the ball, post up, and do a plethora of things offensively and defensively. And the versatility he has for his size isn't something you see every day. And once again, I get the fact that he did only play 9 games in college, but if we look at someone like Kyrie Irving, he only played 11 games in his college career after suffering an injury in his right foot, and still went number 1 overall in the 2011 NBA draft. So people were still expecting Bobo to be a very high first round pick, but I don't think anybody ever saw him dropping all the way to the 44th pick by the Miami Heat in the 2nd round and then being traded to the Denver Nuggets. Teams after teams just kept passing up on him, and at one point I legit thought he wasn't going to get drafted. But first of all, congrats to the Denver Nuggets for obtaining another major steal in the NBA draft after drafting Michael Porter Jr. last year at number 14. But with that being said, what caused Bobo to slide all the way down to the 44th pick in the 2nd round? And from everything I've read, it's because teams had questions about his effort and most importantly, his health. And to be honest, I do understand where they come from. And just looking back at 7-footers in NBA history, health-wise, hasn't really been that great. For example, Greg Oden, Joel Embiid, Kristaps Porzingis, and Yao Ming are some names that come to mind. And having already suffered a foot injury in college didn't help his situation at all. But with that being said, I feel like teams should have given him a try because when healthy, he's one of the best players in the draft. And once again, the versatility he has for his size isn't something you see every day. He also said prior to the draft that his foot was 100%. So if healthy, a lot of teams could end up regretting this move, especially the ones that passed up on him more than once. But coming at number 2 is Kevin Porter Jr. So just like Bobo, a lot of NBA scouts and mock drafts had Kevin Porter going anywhere just outside the lottery. Now, coming to this NBA draft, Kevin Porter was well known for his amazing scoring abilities. He's really athletic, he's able to handle the ball, create space, step back moves, crossovers into pull-ups, and behind the back dribble pull-ups. Offensively, he could do it all, and in college he shot 47% from the field and 42% from the 3 and is a great defender. He got a lot of comparisons to the likes of James Harden, and not to mention he's also left-handed. But on draft night, he ended up falling all the way to the 30th pick to the Bucks and then was traded to Detroit, who then proceeded to trade him to the Cleveland Cavaliers. A lot of teams could have used his versatile scoring ability, so why did he exactly fall all the way to the 30th pick? Now, of course, he does have a lot of weaknesses in his game. For example, he does like to settle for hero shots, and he takes low percentage contested 2-point jumpers. He likes to ISO a lot, which stops the offense, and he doesn't really like to drive and isn't that great of a playmaker whatsoever. But everybody in the draft have their own personal weaknesses to their game, and the biggest reason for his slide in the draft is because of his bad decision making off the court. During this season, he ended up getting suspended for 2 weeks for a conduct issue off the court. The exact cause of the suspension was never released, but it was bad enough to affect his draft stock. Now, personally, if he was still able to get back on the court, I wouldn't let that be a huge factor in my picking. The guy has a lot of potential, and if you guys don't know, I was really high on Kevin Porter Jr. He could be a great scorer in the league, and teams could regret passing up on him. Now, coming at number 3 is Nasir Little. Now, Nasir Little ended up sliding all the way to the Portland Trailblazers at number 25, and not many people expected him to fall below the 20th pick, especially after Cam Johnson got picked at number 14 ahead of him. And to some people, he was even a lottery pick. Now, Nasir Little is a 6'6", 6'7" forward with a lot of raw potential. He's a physical beast, has great size and athleticism, and is one of the best defenders in the draft. We're talking about someone that has a wingspan well above 7 feet and has a vertical of 38.5 inches and has the potential to be a great 3-and-D player in the league. But once again, a lot of people saw him going much higher in the draft. Even Nasir himself didn't expect to fall that low, that he chose not to work out for the Portland Trailblazers. But what exactly caused him to slide all the way down to the 25th pick? Well, for one, he came off the bench for North Carolina, but the biggest reason for his slide in the draft was because of his struggles and inconsistencies on the offensive end of the floor. He shot 47.8% from the field and 26.9% from 3. Also, mixed with the lack of comfort he has with the ball in his hand, Nasir never quite found a position at North Carolina, toggling between both forward spots, and he failed to gain the trust of legendary head coach Roy Williams, and all this combined was the cause of his drop on draft night. But Nasir has a lot of raw potential, and a lot of teams could regret passing up on him. We've seen in recent years how some players with raw talents in the NBA turned out, like Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, and even Pascal Siakam. Yeah, he might be a work in progress, but he has unbelievable physical attributes, and with a high motor, I believe Nasir could be a really great player in the league. But with that being said, that's all I got for you guys today, and let me know if there's anyone I missed out in the comment section below, and let me know your overall thoughts on the 2019 NBA draft. Still can't believe we actually got Bobo. But once again, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe for more NBA content. And while you're at it, please go follow me on all my social medias. Links to my Twitter and Instagram will be in the comment section below and in the description box below. But with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you all later. Peace.